Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres. What's good, y'all? It's been a while, man. It's been a while. How y'all been? How y'all been? I hope you've been good, man. I hope you've been taking care of yourself. I hope you've been focused on what you gotta focus on, man, because that's what's important.
Swag. Big put me in girlfriend show cost deal swag. You 30,000 for Ellen DeGeneres.
Shout out Lil B, man. Ellen DeGeneres. We're gonna get straight into this video though, man. We got more Ellen DeGeneres controversy. Ellen's comeback is horrible. I have no idea. I feel like she's been canceled like twice already for reasons I just don't know about, man. She should have been canceled for that, bringing on that back again with the white vans, damn Daniel, and skyrocketing his career even further than where it was at. Cause I just don't understand, bro. I just don't understand. The niggas y'all choose to make rich instead of me is actually insane. But I'm not hating. I'm not hating. We're just gonna get straight into this video though. All jokes aside, I don't know what's going on, but we got salacious content, and Jamari uploaded 23 hours ago, so you already know I gotta react to it. If you like the video, like the video. If you like it, subscribe. At issues.tm on Instagram. Issues.com. Maybe get y'all some fire pieces. And let's hop straight into it.
So it has been a very long time since we last talked about Ellen DeGeneres, and that's mainly because she had gone into
You see what he did there? He said Ellen DeGenerate.
hiding ever since she was basically the only person to be legitimately canceled.
Yo, she look like a reptilian. You can't tell me if anybody's a reptilian. You can't tell me it's not Ellen.
Into hiding ever since she was basically the only person to be legitimately canceled. Well,
Damn.
her and that one Eagles fan, that is. For those of you who don't remember, or weren't around back then to remember, for years Ellen was one of the most successful people in show business.
Hell
dancing
yeah.
around Target, embarrassing unassuming stay-at-home mothers for her own sick amusement, taking selfies with creepers, and who
Hell
could
yeah.
forget cuddling with P. Diddy. And
Wait, no, she likes women though. What do you mean cuddling with P. Diddy?
amusement, taking
Hey, Jennifer Lawrence, you got Brad Pitt, you got whoever this nigga is, he probably got allegations. You got this lady from Us. You got the nigga that be dancing. What's his name? He be dancing on YouTube, you know what I'm talking about? Oh man, I think he got dreads now though. I just wanna roll it. It's not him though. It's not Ayo and T.O. Fuck, what is his name? Some Thomas. Is this Channing Tatum? And I don't know, Jennifer Lawrence's mom. And then you got my nigga, Bradley or something. My nigga though. You know what I'm saying? My nigga.
selfies with creepers, and who could forget cuddling with P. Diddy? And despite all of this foolishness, universally she did maintain a pretty good reputation, even receiving some sort of humanitarian award from Obama back when he was still president. On top of that, her show was insanely popular for over a decade, and by the end of it she was making well over $50 million a year, with tons of sponsorships and
$50 million a year? Yo, $50 million a year, bro? Fuck, let me start a TV show.
other opportunities rolling in every single day. And keep in mind, guys, this is back when you could find an oddly shaped Cheeto and end up on that godforsaken couch. And people ate this shit up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And she was essentially being forced down our throats for a very long time. But for Ellen, it wasn't always like this. She had to grind for years to become a successful stand-up comedian back in the late 80s and early 90s. And after being voted the funniest comedian in the country and making a few appearances on late night television, she would come out with her own self-titled sitcom that did very well.
Why in the fuck is she raw dogging the stairs
late night
like
television,
that?
She would come
Bit raw dogging the stairs for absolutely no reason.
out with her own self-titled sitcom that did very well. That wasn't until she revealed her sexuality both on the show and in real life.
Susan.
I'm gonna play the clip.
I'm gay.
I'm not gonna lie, I understand this is like 1942, but if you looked at Ellen DeGeneres and you couldn't tell, I mean, just remove this. Just cover it, right? Look. Is this a face of a woman that likes men? Come on, bro. Like, let's be real. I know it's 2024, but let's be real, bro. Come on.
The ratings plummeted because the world was not socially ready for that during the 90s.
And then everybody got so sick of it. It got to the point where even Elton John, who I'd never met in my life, Elton John said, "We know you're gay, shut up and be funny." It's funny because all along, that was my biggest fear, is that it was going to get canceled. I never wanted to be an activist. I just wanted to entertain people. I just wanted to make people feel good.
So then she was outcasted, but slowly made her way back. And of course, she gets the speaking role for Dory in Finding Nemo, which was a massive hit.
Yo, I did not know that. Yo, I did not know that.
Swimming, swimming, swimming.
And this leads to her getting her foot back into the entertainment door and eventually becoming a titan in daytime television. And so for years, her infamous catchphrase on her show that represented her entire brand was "be kind to one another," as people even referred to Ellen as the Queen of Nice, which of course turned out to be horrifically ironic in the end. In 2020, hundreds of stories went viral on social media.
Yeah, didn't she get canceled for beating her
People
wife?
even
or
referred
something?
to Ellen as the Queen
You should have been kind to your wife. Oh fuck. Oh god. Oh god.
of Nice, which of course turned out to be horrifically ironic in the end. In
How Ellen DeGeneres, you should have. I'm fucking hilarious. How Ellen DeGeneres' facade of kindness crumbled. I mean, but like, not every. I'm not gonna say that Ellen is not an evil or bad person, but what I am gonna say is, it's hard to build a career on being a perfect person, you know, a positive, friendly, upstanding citizen, especially in America. Like, bro, not everybody is a good person. Even me. You know what I'm saying? I would never try to sell myself. In fact, I like to undersell. I would sell myself as a bad person. So whenever I do good deeds, it stands out even more. Okay? That's just me though. That's just me. I feel like overall I am a pretty good person though. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
2020, hundreds of
Unrelated,
stories.
unrelated, but still. Former employee says Ellen's Be Kind talk show mantra masks a toxic work culture. No, not the Mr. Beast treatment. If Ellen wants to have her own show and have her name on the show title, she needs to be more involved to see what's going on. Well, damn.
Stories went viral on social media.
Hit talk show in crisis amid revelations of toxic workplace culture. Damn. Sexual misconduct and racism.
Media describing Ellen.
Wait, no, huh? She grew up in like the 70s though, so I mean, you know, it's not really surprising. Was it the 70s? I don't know, 70s, 80s. I don't know. It's not really surprising that she would be racist or something like that. Allegedly. Oust 3 top producers amid toxic workplace.
And as a bully both at work and in her personal life. Talks of a toxic work environment were at the forefront of these complaints, including racist undertones, intimidation, and even sexual misconduct from high-level employees.
One ex-employee said head writer and executive producer Kevin LeMan asked him if he could give... Oh, nah, bro thought it was a Diddy party. Another said they separately saw Lamont grab a production. Whoa. You're out here just getting handfuls of meat. Whoa. Oh, no.
Were all alleged against Ellen and this workplace that she had created. High-level employees, from producers to talent on the show, have all corroborated these allegations of a toxic work environment.
Were you surprised by the sheer number of responses that you got?
I actually was surprised by that, and especially the variety of different kinds of stories that perpetuated all those rumors and kind of hearsay about like, oh, Ellen is not quite as nice as she seems and she would appear.
Muscat won 2 daytime Emmys with the show. She was let go in 2004.
As a host, she's amazing. As a host.
As a whole, my
but
God.
As a boss
As a host.
and someone who's behind the scenes running the show, she's a different person. She's not the person people see in front of the camera. This environment, this toxic culture that she created in the office has been going on for 16 years.
While I am grateful for the opportunity it afforded me, I did experience and feel the toxicity of the environment, he writes on Instagram.
Allegedly, Ellen was sending people home if she didn't like how you smelled. People were not allowed to eat certain types of food while on set. There were stories of employees being terminated suddenly and without reason. Many employees were allegedly trained to not even make eye contact or expect to be acknowledged by Ellen.
A former Ellen staffer writes, I saw Ellen in the hallways every day and would say hello, and she never once said hello back. She wouldn't smile. She wouldn't even acknowledge me at all for 2 seasons.
2 seasons is crazy, dog. This is like unnecessary, bro. And I guess this is the ego that people get. But for somebody that had to crawl their way off the back of their own talents to stardom, right? You would think that you have some type of humility. Is that the word? Humbleness. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be a regular person, dog. I promise y'all, bro. I say this every single time. When we inevitably blow up, I'm gonna say we, cause y'all are here before this shit happen. So when we blow up, you feel me? Obviously, I'm gonna be like Kai Cenat tier. You feel me? It's gonna be niggas like, yo, I step outside and it's like, yo, Heem, it's you. I'm like, yo, what's good, bro? Cause I'm a regular person. You know what I'm saying? How do you hire these people, right, and work with these people, and you see them in the hallway and walk straight past them? All it takes is a, yo, what's good? Yo, one of them. Yo, that's all it takes, bro, and you just keep it walking. Like, I don't understand. Nigga said,
and it sounds like she would go out of her way to publicly embarrass employees on a consistent basis. Basically, it seems like Ellen is one of those people who thinks she is better than others, and she wants to let them know it by acting like they're the dirt underneath her shoe if she deems you or your job is unimportant. Understand, guys, that these stories were not only coming from the workplace, but also from people who were dealing with Ellen in her everyday life. Like this bodyguard who frequently works with celebrities, who said that Ellen was the first and only who he had ever worked for to not even acknowledge his presence. And this waitress who claims that Ellen went out of her way to email her boss to try and get her fired over chipped nail polish.
She emailed the owner of the restaurant and complained about your chipped nail polish.
What?
And I was like, what?
Not only that, but also during
oh, I'm sorry, bitch, I can't afford to get a fill-in. Like, what are we doing, bro?
During her show, her audience members who got to participate in her games and whatnot also had stories of her being an elitist douchebag.
You just expect a lot when you...
Fuck this. Spiritual Soul just uploaded a short. Hold on, bro.
Spiritual Soul in the building.
Oh, this is a 23-minute video. We're eating, bro.
You
Holy
go
shit.
to meet like your idol, and then when you get disappointed, it's like such a letdown. And they tell you, you know, you can't be smarter, funnier than Ellen. She's the comedian and the star, not you. Would only speak to the audience when the cameras were rolling. As soon as they turned the cameras off, she would not even acknowledge the audience. She would just sit on the couch, basically.
And even when she went over to Australia to do some shows over there, this is what a radio show host who was invited on had to say about his experience and how Ellen treated her staff.
Oh,
Juice has called us aside and said, now, Neil, no one's to talk to Ellen. So you don't talk to her, you don't approach her, you don't look at her. The people who worked with her walked on eggshells the whole time, and the whole thing was totally bizarre. Like, we're there to do an interview with her to promote what she's doing, but you can't look at her? Like, someone get real.
And obviously, with her having this long-standing reputation as this person who promoted nothing but positivity, people were shocked and outraged at this walking contradiction that Ellen had become. And at the time, when she tried and failed to make a comeback, she also gave this half-assed apology letter where she tried to dump the blame on everyone else. This half-assed apology letter.
You gotta be careful here. Damn.
Where she tried to dump the blame on everyone else.
I'm just so sorry that it's come to this.
Not the
I
crying
really
on
don't know
camera.
what to say other than this has gone on way too long. People.
Yo, why she kind of look like Steve Carell? Let me stop pausing so much, bro. Tell me, bro. You can't tell me she don't like Steve Carell in The Office, bro. Come on, dog. Come on, bro. Where is it at? Come on, bruh. It's uncanny.
People have gotten away with murder.
Basically said she had no idea that this is what life was like on set. If given just the nature of the show is that her employees should love coming to work, no question.
Degeneres saying she wasn't perfect and realized that some leaders were not as sensitive to human beings as they should have been.
What?
Adding that reading disturbing allegations about the atmosphere on the show was heartbreaking.
So when Ellen says she's not aware of this environment, you don't think that rings true?
It's a lie.
And this would become a running theme for Ellen not to take any true accountability for her downfalls. And then she also addressed the situation poorly on her show, basically saying that if these things were going on, that she had no idea about it, while those making the accusations made it sound like she was the ringleader.
How was everybody's summer? Good? Yeah? Mine was great.
Oh, man.
Being known as the Be Kind Lady is a tricky position to be in. So let me give you some advice out there. If anybody's thinking of changing their title or giving yourself a nickname, do not
You realize that
Be Kind Lady.
And this shit somehow gets even more dystopian.
Yourself a nickname, do not go with the Be Kind Lady.
And
it's like, yo, you know, it's like when we try to dodge accountability by giving people advice on some shit, it's like, come on, bro. She's like, hey, just a heads up, if you're gonna be anything like me, just don't do what I did, nigga. How about you just be a better person? You know, it's really not that simple. If you want to be the Be Kind Lady, just actually be nice, you know, or be the Be Mean Lady and actually be mean, you know. I definitely get the sentiment that she's trying to make, though. There is a lesson there, just not for her. It's just not a reflection of her experiences, is what I will say. Just from what I've seen in 7 minutes and 50 seconds.
This shit somehow gets even more dystopian when you realize that this was the audience she was standing in front of. The show after that ran for 2 years, and it was essentially a corpse of itself. Forced laughter, forced kindness, and it was clear that Ellen was feeling the pressure while crying about the situation she put herself in. Ratings were at an all-time low, and old clips began to resurface that further shined a light on the
Taylor Swift? Damn, these old men!
Ratings were at an all-time low, and old clips began to resurface that further shines a light on the downright douchebaggery that Ellen displayed during her interactions with various guests on her show over the years, only further adding to the cancellation.
Mariah Carey says miscarriage happened after Ellen DeGeneres needled her about pregnancy. So what I'm getting from this is she was pressing her about her pregnancy in front of these people, and she probably felt uncomfortable, so uncomfortable that it gave her anxiety. And she probably faced some sort of backlash from the public because she aired her shit out or something. I'm just assuming so badly that she had a miscarriage. And now if that's really how it went, bro, that's actually crazy.
With various guests on her show over the years, only further adding to the cancellation of Ellen and her empire of a brand. And now, guys, a whopping 4 years after she was thrown away like a wallet condom, Ellen is back with a stand-up special of all things. And Grandma is holding no punches on this one when it comes to her quest for self-pity. It opens with the classic comedian in the green room shot as she seemingly reflects on her career. But this moment of reflection quickly turns bitter as poor Ellen is ironically painted as being hurt by the mean headlines. And I knew that we were in for a doozy as soon as she walked up the stairs and they showed various headlines from her cancellation era. And that apparently...
Dude, ABC is canceling Ellen.
Up the stairs.
The show is over.
And they showed
ABC puts Ellen in the closet.
Various headlines.
Ellen trying to deal with Hollywood outcast status. Network blames success
from her cancellation era. And that apparently she was accused of going too far and being too gay. Yes, I'm serious.
Being accused of going too far, too gay.
As if that had absolutely anything to do with why people have a problem with her at this point. And that should have been the moment that we all should have known that she was going to play the victim here. I mean, seriously, you had 4 years to reflect, do therapy, ayahuasca in a dirt field with Aaron Rodgers and George Bush, and this is what you come up with? And then they directly address the elephant in the room, her cancellation.
Breaking news tonight. Is the Queen of Nice really the Queen of Mean?
Toxic, phony, hypocrite, liar.
I mean, with situations like this, it's almost gotten to the point where I truly believe that some people just lack the ability to take any sort of accountability. She even tries to foreshadow her eventual downfall with a quote from one of her older stand-up specials.
That shit says relatable. Man, what is relatable?
I started ending my show by saying, be kind to one another. Here's the downside. I can never do anything unkind ever now.
This toxic workplace angle was the shit that I expected. Now this is when Ellen comes out and a sea of middle-aged white faces just go insane. I mean, I'm serious. I paused the video, I loaded it in 4K, and I didn't see a drop of melanin in the crowd.
Yo, chill. You got my dude. Never mind. That's a spray tan. Oh my god, Jamari. I'm so glad you're on the melanin side so you can say things like this, because this is my humor right here. Holy shit. This guy is here with his wife. Oh man. Oh wow. There isn't a nigga in sight. Oh, this might be the token black dude. Who is this?
Or anyone under the age of 40 for that matter. She starts out with Botox and face filler jokes, and parlays that into another joke about parallel parking.
I think we all care what people think. We can say we don't. We can pretend we don't care what people think, but all it takes is trying to parallel park in front of a crowded outdoor cafe.
Oh my god.
Spot looks big enough. You line it up the way you always do. You pull in, cut it a little too close. You're scraping the hubcap the entire way along the curb.
I'm sorry, but on a personal level, Grandma's parking lot adventures just aren't doing it for me. It has the same energy as a boomer trying to step into this century and learn to use an iPhone. She goes on and on about how she doesn't know how to use the basic functions of her car like her fucking windshield wipers, and how embarrassing it apparently is when she cannot turn them off.
Like even if we just can't figure out how to turn our windshield wipers off, which to me is one of the most embarrassing things, is driving a car when it's not raining and the windshield wipers are going. And then you're trying to fiddle with it, trying to turn it off, and you don't know how to turn it off because it's always different. Sometimes it's on the end of the lever on the steering wheel. Sometimes there's a lever within the lever.
Ellen, just stop the bullshit. We know that you have absolutely no shame with your conniving ass. I mean, to be fair, she's always been a pretty clean comedian when it comes to her stand-up, and she's kind of cut from that same cloth as Jerry Seinfeld, which is really not my type of stand-up. Regardless, this whole thing is just not very enticing so far.
Don't get me started on the dashboard lights, too. The dashboard lights are not illuminated all the time, so when they are, it must mean something serious, right? But check engine, that's vague. I've checked it, it's there.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Nah, I get it though. Like that flat humor is there though, is there.
I mean, you go away for almost 4 years, and this is what you come up with? With all the crazy shit that has taken place in the world, and we gotta hear about your inability to understand cars for 20 minutes?
I have never used my parking brake. I've never parked my car and thought, I want it more parked than this.
Now after this, she does jump right into the cancellation, which I really think was the whole purpose of the special and her tour in general.
All right, let me see what else I can tell you about that. It's been going on. Oh yeah, I got kicked out of show business.
Oh yeah, word.
Yeah, because I'm mean. Yeah. Yeah, you can't be mean and be in show business. No, they'll kick you out.
And then she kind of half cries about the fact that when she goes to
That's a nigga.
a restaurant, people are just waiting for her to be a bitch or to do something mean, and how she's beyond sick of this mean queen label. And I will admit, some of the dialogue here is pretty funny.
Yeah,
I do
no,
like
that's
this
funny.
little
I
part
like
about her talking with the therapist about the cancellation.
At one point, my therapist said, Ellen, where do you get this idea that everyone hates you?
The internet.
And I said, well, New York Times, Washington Post.
She then talks about the ironic send-off phrase that she used to use, saying to be kind to one another, and that it would have been better if she said,
Go fuck yourselves.
So grandma's really living life.
And these middle-aged women are eating this shit up, man. Holy.
On the edge here. I mean, the mask has slipped and she has started to admit her own intolerance for everyday people. And this is when the real deflection starts. Basically, she jokes that harmless pranks and games were the reason behind the toxic workplace allegations.
Ooh, he about to make a name for himself here.
Also claims that she never even wanted to be the boss and that she wasn't in charge on the set of her shows, which is a way different tune than what she was singing when she did her first show back after the drama.
I know that I'm in a position of privilege and power, and I realize that with that comes responsibility, and I take responsibility for what happens at my show. This is the Ellen DeGeneres Show. I am Ellen DeGeneres. My name is there. My name is there. My name is on underwear. I mean, it looked like I was the boss. The show was called Ellen, and everybody was wearing T-shirts that said Ellen, and there were buildings all over the Warner Brothers lot that said Ellen. But I don't think that meant that I should be in charge.
I mean, talk about a lazy-ass cop-out when people have gone on record to say that she was the main culprit in creating this environment where bully behavior ran rampant. She also tries to...
And even if you're not, bro, even if you're not the boss, you're Ellen. You should at least try to cultivate some type of positive environment so that your show comes out better. Don't you want to have your employees actually enjoy their jobs? This is what I will never understand. I will never understand. I used to be a manager before I ultimately quit and decided to chase my dreams. Not really the greatest decision, but here we are. All right. If you're watching this when we have millions of subscribers, it probably was a great decision. It probably did pay off. But one thing I was really big on is making sure that everybody enjoys the job, because I feel like if you enjoy what you're doing, you will work better, okay? Obviously, there's lazy people and things like that, but you find those people when you weed them out and you find different areas for them to work. Because me, I don't think I'm the most productive person. I think I can be very lazy at times, but there are certain positions that fit for me, so I can be lazy and still work better than somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I can get away with it and still produce the best results. Now, you might not want to take the time to actually put in the work and, you know, try to cultivate that type of environment or even care about your employees to that extent. But I'm just saying, bro, I'm just saying, it's really not that hard. It's not that hard at all. You just got to try.
Make the point that she got canceled because she is a woman.
Most women aren't raised with confidence. We just aren't. And we're too self-conscious, which is why you rarely see a woman playing air guitar.
What? Oh.
Look, Ellen, you didn't get canceled for being a woman. You got canceled for being a fraud. The physical comedy in general here is pretty bad, but hey, she is like 70 years old. She continues here to hammer down the point that she got canceled because she was too far against the grain.
Eventually, they're going to kick me out a third time for being old, mean, old, and gay, the triple crown.
Honestly, I would argue that she's become so famous because she was unapologetically gay at a time when it was not very common or accepted. And yes, at that time, she did take a huge chance and faced a lot of backlash for doing so, but it obviously made her a pioneer in the entertainment space, and really a gay icon forever. She then makes this weird illusion that she might be kind of autistic.
Someone did suggest that I get tested to see if I'm on the spectrum. Well, I am on the spectrum. We all are. It's a spectrum.
True. Actually,
and then she claims that she has OCD, and she even says that she has ADD. I don't know. This whole special isn't actually the worst thing I've seen in recent times. That award goes to Joe Rogan's recent steaming pile of shit that he put out last month. But much like Joe, I think the main problem here is that it has been such a long time since Ellen has lived any sort of normal life, meaning most of the stuff that she says is just not very relatable to the average person.
Yeah,
and her whole dialogue around her cancellation is really just a lot of deflection, and it's not even clever deflection at that. And this speech right here at the end just made me cringe on a whole nother level.
I'm happy not being a boss or a brand or a billboard, just a person, just a multifaceted person with different feelings and emotions, and I can be happy and sad and compassionate or frustrated. I have OCD and ADD. I'm honest, I'm generous, I'm sensitive and thoughtful, but I'm tough and I'm impatient and I'm demanding, I'm direct. I'm a strong woman.
Oh yeah, just glaze yourself. Just because you're also a fucking multimillionaire. So I mean, yeah, you can do that. You can be that, you know? Because you have multiple millions of dollars, you know? I'm just saying. Niggas like, oh, I'm not in showbiz anymore. I'm just a regular person. I'm just a regular guy.
Playing the "I'm just like you" card is downright hilarious. Keep in mind, this is coming from a woman who allegedly demanded lower levels of her staff on her show not even make eye contact with her, and frequently treated the people she worked with like fucking peasants. I mean, to me, Ellen's always been on some weird Illuminati shit, and something tells me that she spent a lot of time with P. Diddy, if you know what I'm saying. Happy birthday, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, or as I call him, Cuddle McSnuggle Stuff. You don't.
Yeah, this didn't age very well. You don't need to know why. Ellen, aren't you gay? Lock in! Talk to some hoes!
Don't need to know why. This group of kids had a dream to dance with Diddy. Today that dream came true. No matter what name you go by, you were always one of my favorite people to have on the show, Diddy. Thanks to my friend Diddy. You're always the life of the party. Apparently I have a history
The life of the Diddy parties?
of not knowing which parties I've been invited to at Diddy. Either way, they just give her a standing ovation while she watches on in all her glory. I mean, seriously, it lasts like a fucking minute. You know, it's almost like watching a kid get a participation trophy. Like, yes, we all know you actually sucked. She closes the show out by basically saying all of those people who thought that she was mean were basing it off of lies, and that only she knows the truth in her heart, and that she hopes that in the end people remember her as someone who was loved by the masses. And this is where the show really wraps up. They do like 10 different rounds of applause for her in the last 5 minutes, and overall she just kind of paints herself as some sort of martyr, which is just hilarious. Overall, the special was fine, it was just really boring. And I thought that her playing the ignorant victim card was just a massive cop-out. Was this the worst stand-up special I've ever seen? Absolutely not. I mean, I've watched the Gringo Poppy. I just didn't really find this funny at all, but it wasn't exactly, like, unbearable. And at the end of the day, Ellen's legacy will be that she was a pillar in the gay community, who in my opinion overstayed her welcome and bit off more than she can chew. But I want to know what you guys think about Ellen's comeback down below in the comments. I also want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other narcissist celebrities out here need to be covered, so I'm out.
Hey man, shout out to Jamari. I say it every single time, bro. He don't miss, man. He don't miss. And even like now I'm realizing as a content creator, you really have the liberty of, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Because while you have the liberty to make any sort of content you want, in your style, of course, the people that subscribe to you want to see a certain style of content. So as long as you keep it within that style, you can really upload whatever you want. You really have creative freedom. If you came to me for gaming videos and you like anime fighters, I can make anime fighter style videos. You feel me? That's just like an example. Like somebody like Afro Senju, like let's say you follow him because he makes Dragon Ball content. He can make content on any Dragon Ball game, and you know what I'm saying, he could probably make something creative out of it, whether he makes a challenge out of it. But any Dragon Ball style game, somebody like Jamari, where he makes like news style content, he can make news videos on anything, any piece of media, any celebrity, any person, like anything, you know, whether it be streamers, whether it be celebrities, or whether it be artists, rappers, anything of the sort, you know, any news in general. But there was something I wanted to say. I just started yapping. I've been yapping all video. So yeah, this one, we're at 33 minutes. This video is 18 minutes. Damn, I'm gonna just call it 20. So I did yap a lot, and I apologize for that. But y'all come here for this, man. If you didn't come here for the yaps, like, what else did you come here for? You know what I mean? You know? But that's the video, man. Do I think Ellen is a horrible person? Nah, not exactly. I mean, there are things that probably weren't talked about in this video that I don't know about, and you probably don't know about, that may make somebody think that she's an evil person. But from what I've seen here, I don't think she's the worst individual. Do I think that she has faults? Yeah, but I mean, everybody does. You feel me? Everybody has their issues. issuesversusthewall.com, and go get y'all some fire pieces. However, I think it's about how you confront those issues. I think it's about owning up to your issues, that's most important, you know? You can't just come out here and just start pandering to people or just what's it called, deflecting, you know? Like just own up to your shit, bro. If you know that you ignore your people on set, bro, just say, okay, well, I could have talked to a few more people. I apologize, you know? Like, I don't know, man. Just be a regular person. Just be a regular person. Even if you're rich, bro, you shouldn't look at broke people like peasants, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. And I will drive past like some homeless people. Like, let's say if I'm driving, you know, everybody does it, bro. I'm saying, listen, and you see somebody on the side of the road and I will ignore them because I'm broke. Nigga, we're in the same situation. I don't have the bread for you. And that's really the only reason why I would do something like that. But if we work in the same company, I don't give a fuck if I'm the face of the show. If you say what's up, I'm going to say what's good. Now, if I know you're a yapper and you like to just talk my ear off about random bullshit, I'm going to be like, all right, hey, bro, what's good? All right, I'm out. And just like these, I'm going, okay? But I don't know. It's weird, bro. It's weird. So in that sense, I would say, yeah, she's probably a bad person, but I don't know. And she's also a reptilian. And I know she's been to them Diddy parties, so I don't know. But that's the vid, man. If you like the video, like the video. If you like the video, subscribe. At issues.tm on Instagram. Issues.com. And go check out some fire pieces. Shout out to Jamari for another banger, you feel me? Yeah, I don't even know when y'all gonna get this, but I hope you enjoy it. And that's all I got for y'all, man. I'm out. Take care. Please subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 1K, man. But enjoy the rest of your day.